high levels of what we call stereotypic behaviour. This means the animals just show repetitive behaviours, cartwheeling around their cage, running up and down all day, all those sorts of behaviours that are not natural, and they just go on and on and on. They show high levels of injuries. Some of them are self-inflicted. The picture at the bottom of the two foxes in the cage, obviously one's had its ear chewed off by the other. But they also get physical deformities from being kept in a wire cage or an artificial substrate, wire mesh. And because of the stresses they have high levels of reproductive failure. If you look at their emotional state, and are they quality of life of these animals? Well, what are the indicators of their what we might call their affective behaviour? First of all, they show high levels of fear. They show avoidance and aggression towards people. Well, domesticated animals don't. They show frustration, again, with high levels of stereotypes. They also show high levels of boredom. They chew their fur, their tail bite. The picture at the bottom is quite a common picture. Fox has actually chewed its own limbs off, highly stressed by their ability to perform behaviours such as accessing water and drink, walking on suitable substrates, or need to change nest sites. Most of these animals regularly change nest sites. It's a biologically driven behaviour. They also move long distances. My foxes in Bristol might move 5 to 8 kilometres in a night. That's their normal walking. If you're an Arctic fox, you might walk hundreds or thousands of kilometres in the winter looking for food. These things don't go anywhere. They're also solitary. That's one of the problems that makes farming and mink so problematic from what their perspective. These animals are kept isolated in single wire cages, but of course that stops them actually fighting too much, but they communicate by odour, and all the time you see they're on a wire floor, so their urine and their faeces drop through. But the important thing to remember is that whilst foxes have been bred selectively for 125 years, they've been bred selectively for one thing only: fur characteristics, nothing else. The fur industry wants racks and racks of very uniform coloured foxes like the bottom picture shows. And so foxes and mink are not domesticated, the ones kept on fur farms. Fur farming is incompatible with breeding for domesticated animals. Just look at those two pictures of domesticated foxes. They're not fur animals. They could never be fur animals. So whenever you hear the fur industry try and tell you they're domesticated animals, they're not. They're captive bred animals on their farm. Go to the local zoo. Tell them the tiger is domesticated because it's been bred in captivity for a number of generations. You can find and go and see how domesticated it is. It's clearly not. It's a wild animal, but it's in captivity.
So, being against the cruelty of keeping wild animals in small bound cages simply to produce a luxury non-food item, the inhumane and cruel way they were killed, and the terrible lives that they led in these places.
And why did the Netherlands implement the ban? Because the people don't want it. The vast majority of the people don't want fur. It's just as the gentleman from the Senate said, the goal of fur is way too light. It's vanity that it's not a necessity. We don't need it anymore. So the goal doesn't weigh up to the killing and the suffering of animals.
From my point of view, it is difficult to understand that every single animal experiment, even it is supposed to serve to cure diseases of humans, requires an ethical consideration, but fur animals are killed without this test. Even so, the production of furs in today's time is not required to survive.
I've never heard of any illegal fur farming in Britain that has occurred since the ban. And I don't think you can hide a mink farm. I think you can usually smell it. So I think if it was going on, we would know about it.
Foxes and chinchillas have been prohibited in the Netherlands earlier, and there were never illegal fox or chinchilla farms in the Netherlands.
I think it's a disingenuous argument to say that we shouldn't do one thing because there's something else worse in the world. Of course there is. It doesn't mean that fur farming is a morally acceptable process.
Well, I personally think that from all the farm animals, minks and other fur animals have the worst life. And even greater suffering abroad doesn't justify suffering that they condone. It doesn't mean we can condone this suffering. If we succumb to these arguments, then there can never be any progress in the world, and the worst country will become the standard. We would have never abolished child labor if we would have acted like this.
Debata jako tahle a vývoj společnosti jako u nás prostě probíhá v celém světě a probíhá i v Číně. A já to vidím tak, že pokud omezíme produkci v Evropě, časem přijde, jsem o tom přesvědčen, nějaký druh certifikace, nějaký druh přísnější kontroly, z jakých poměrů pochází i ta importovaná kožešina. My jsme řekli, nechceme tu kožešinové farmy, protože takový biznis nepatří v 21. století do střední Evropy. Je to prostě téma etické a je to téma vývoje člověka, jeho potřeb a jeho uvažování o přírodě a o dalších živočiších, dalších bytostech, které nás provázejí.